It's that time of week again. It's that time of week again. Horimiya, chapter 38 is finally out. Oh, I tell you, the wait kills me. It really fucking kills me. Waiting 2 to 3 weeks and not having a really confirmed release date. It kills me waiting for the next chapter, because you all know how the last chapter was with that development. This episode has drama. A lot of drama, and at the same time, it shows you how far Miyamura as a character has come since the very beginning. And at the same time, what type of impact all these friends of Miyamura really do in his life. And what type of impact Hori has on him as a person, too. This chapter was very emotional, honestly. At first, I was getting just so fucking pissed. I was so mad with that end. Right at the end, when you see those two assholes making fun of Miyamura, I'm like, just punch him in the fucking face. Because seriously, they're putting down Miyamura. He's a kind, honest, down-to-earth person that's so far from what we've seen from this manga, and he doesn't deserve that fucking disrespect that those assholes did to him. And seeing Hori just stand up for him, say, leave, get away, and all that, I'm like, it's just, yes! That was like the audience yelling at those people, the readers. You know, Hori was the reader's voice in that entire scene, and I was like, fuck yes. Because the rage I felt there, I was like, you don't fuck with my Miyamura. He's my bro in this manga. You don't fuck with him. And then seeing Hori just say that, I don't know if it's just me, but come on. Anyone else not happy Hori did that? I mean, it shows you how much Hori really cares. I mean, they technically did, you know, have sexual intercourse last chapter, so they better be close, technically. But it's still the point. With this chapter, man, it just confirms those feelings for those two characters. I mean, the romance in this manga is so good. It is so fucking good. The way they handle these character interactions, and then the way they did the beginning part of this chapter, when you see, like, an older version of Miyamura, and when you see his younger self, like his gloomy self, we have never really seen much of Miyamura's past, so seeing this really shows you a different aspect of his life. For instance, he was bullied. He wasn't just gloomy and alone, but he was bullied. He was made fun of. People called him disgusting. And when you see these people that were once again in his life a long time ago come back, starting to talk to him and try to make fun of him again, but you can no longer do that because Miyamura has changed. He's a stronger person, but at the same time, you can argue that he should have stood up more for himself in this chapter because he technically did not say nothing back to the person, but it just shows you what type of person Miyamura really is. He's a very passive person, and he loves people around him, and he doesn't like to be aggressive or argumental with other people. And it just shows in his character that we have seen develop so far, and it just shows you that he's such a strong character to be able to deal with those problems he's went through in his life. Now, besides the bullying scene where I was just getting so fucking riled up, and then I was happy when I saw Hori just make fun of those people and told them to leave, there was some funny comedy moments in this chapter. We had a little moment where a bunch of these girls were coming in and saying, oh, I like that, the way you have your hair all tied up and all that. Oh, Hori-san did that? And then you just see Hori getting all mad and upset, and then, you know, you see the jealousy building up inside of her. She's like really fucking jelly, and then hits freaking Miyamura in the back of the head. But it just shows you how much he cares for him. But here's the big thing that pops up in this chapter that really makes that scene technically, even though it's meant for comedy, not comedy. That ending. The ending of the chapter pretty much reinstates that these girls would not care jack shit about Miyamura if he didn't cut his hair for the first time. Honestly. Or if Hori wasn't hanging out with him. You gotta think about this, okay? Miyamura technically would have nobody looking at him if it wasn't for Hori just constantly being around him, trying to be with him, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, at the same time getting to see the group of friends around Miyamura, opening him up. These other people, these other girls, they would not care about Miyamura. And it just shows you that it makes me so pissed off because what, you know, Hori said in her mind in this chapter when you see her getting mad and all that, that's exactly how I would feel. Because, I mean, they wanted nothing to do with Miyamura until someone was finding interest in Miyamura. And I see why Hori's getting mad. And she's not technically jelly. She's mainly pissed off because these people are now seeing interest in someone when they didn't care or they thought he was disgusting or lone or stupid or something. Or an otaku like they thought at the beginning of the series. And now they think like that. Just, I swear, that's just, that pisses me off. And this is actually realistic when it comes to society. Stuff like this really happens. Usually someone that's like Miyamura, for instance, very quiet or lonely and stuff, they'll be ignored until some person finds interest in that person, and then a bunch of everybody will be swarming around them. It just pisses me off. That really does. But besides that entire aspect, let's talk about the other elements of this chapter. The artwork. The artwork was fucking good. Oh, the artwork is good. I can definitely wait for that artwork. It's not the best artwork of all time, of course, but I mean, it's good artwork, and I enjoy the atmosphere these still frame manga panels can really do. It really has those emotions seeping out of the drawing, and that's what I am shocked about. Now, this chapter overall was a lot shorter than the previous chapters we've had, which is kind of upsetting. I think this chapter was like 21 to 22 pages, so it's upsetting that this didn't have as much material in it, but I am fine with what it did. It just, you know, reconfirms the relationship status between our two characters, and that's all I asked for. I'm just interested to see where this story is going to go from this point onward, because this new dude that's introduced, that's, you know, picking on Miyamura, is probably going to have a major role later on down this series, because, I mean, he's going to see how much Miyamura's changed, and I could see how this dude might gun for Hori. For instance, he might try to go after Hori to get, you know, Hori away from Miyamura and, you know, make Miyamura alone again if he wants to be a dick like that. But, I mean, it's possible that can happen, but Hori, as we know, is a very caring person. She would not do that to Miyamura. So, anyways, everybody, tell me your thoughts about this chapter of Horimiya. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What's your favorite moments about it? And, honestly, what do you feel about that drama that was, you know, done in this chapter? I mean, did you expect something like that? What you feel about Miyamura's past? What do you feel about how Hori stood up for him at the end of this chapter? What do you feel about the jealousy that Hori feels? I mean, do you feel like that's justified the way she acted? Do you feel like if, you know, Hori was not around Miyamura, that these other girls would not want to associate with Miyamura in the first place? Let me know in the comments below. I love all of you so much. Please be safe. Chibi out.